All right, let's get into Monday Night Raw as we get ready for the Royal Rumble coming up this weekend from the former home of the Thunderdome, Tropicana Field, out in Tampa Bay. As it's such a fun time of year. The main highlight of this show was the CM Punk Cody Rhodes mic duel in the middle of the ring. This was excellent. Both men were excellent, and the CM Punk being like, "I'm more American Dream than you," and Cody Rhodes' counter of "I'm more CM Punk than you" was just brilliance. I loved it because you could see the justification from both, and you could see like that there is a respect there. But the more it got down to it, the more I kind of fucking hate you. And they're both going for the same goal. It's going to make a face-off at the Royal Rumble so much more fascinating. It sets up a potential feud not too far in the future now for both of these guys. It makes this now again. It's just so much fun. And I think that this was really well done and sets things up very nicely for the WWE heading into the Royal Rumble. We still don't really know what's going to happen with Seth Rollins. He's going to keep the title. Is he available for WrestleMania? Maybe, maybe not. The last time we had one of these, it was like, yeah, he made it. But we'll see. Like they do have Damian Priest with the Money in the Bank that they can kind of just pivot to at any moment and just be like, well, Seth's not going to be ready. Damian Priest is the champion, and they go from there. But I like how Gunther came out. It immediately puts him on the same level as Seth Rollins. It puts him as someone who you immediately believe is a title challenger for the World Heavyweight Championship, and thus it makes him another person that you're thinking like, hey, they just had him do a thing with Rollins. Maybe he goes out and wins the Royal Rumble. So you can add that to the list of names of guys who could go out there and win the Royal Rumble. So I thought that was good. I didn't love the main event. I thought they built it up well with Drew McIntyre against Damian Priest. That both guys cutting promos throughout the show. I thought it was fun. But then, like, R-Truth gets involved, and he has been excellent so far in 2024. And the Judgment Day has been really, really good as well. But this felt a little main cardish to me. And this felt like this didn't drive me to be like, man, I can't wait to see what happens with this at the Royal Rumble this Saturday. That didn't get it for me. Like, I would have much rather finished with Punk against Rhodes in the microphone face-off in the end of the show than go with this one. And I understand it's the end of the third hour, and they have been a little creative in how they have done the ends of the third hours before, but this to me just felt more like a TV segment, which it like literally was, but it felt more like getting you ready for the next week of TV than getting you ready for your first big event of the calendar year 2024 and getting you ready for the biggest time of your year. It didn't really feel that way for me. I thought they set up Becky and Bayley really well as Royal Rumble potential winners. Becky with a couple of interactions with people on this show with Nia Jax, Bayley coming out and kind of thwarting her as well, and then a quick stare down with Rhea Ripley. So I think you established a few potential challengers there for the Royal Rumble as well. A couple of things that didn't hit. It was the stuff involving the tag teams, quite frankly. The women's tag team match, they're trying to reestablish that division. And so with that, there's going to be a few hiccups. I'm interested to see how the Kabuki Warriors do coming up this weekend, this Friday, with Asuka and Kairi taking on the tag team champions. So we'll see how that goes. But they are looking to build things up a little bit. The one that was really like was that crowd went silent when DIY came out. Like there was nothing there when DIY came out for the save for The Miz. And part of that is it's tough to have The Miz as a sympathetic figure, but the crowd is not into DIY at all. And that is why they were my worst tag team of 2023, because it's just, oh, hey, great. But it feels like this is beneath Ciampa now. And that reaction to me was quite telling. But overall, like, 3 hours flew by. I'm excited for the Royal Rumble. That this show did not change that. May have amplified it a little bit. And you're excited for the stuff in the lead up too. Like, this is very Triple H NXT, where there's only so much room on the main shows for some of these things. So things have to pivot. Gunther against Kofi Kingston for the Intercontinental title next Monday. Women's tag team titles coming up on Friday. Like this is a really good job of having like your big tentpole event, but also being able to surround it with things that feel a bit more important as well. And so you're bringing momentum into that show, and you're able to carry a lot of momentum out of that show, even with people who weren't involved in it. So it keeps things going and keeps everyone feeling important.